Hey there, Scorpio. Welcome to your reading for the week of May 27th. This week, we're going to jump right in here. You have this planner card. It says, take financial inventory and see what needs changing. You have this persistence card. It says, your persistence will pay off. Don't give up now. Yes, definitely. I'm pretty sure you've been getting messages like this with me, the whole persistence thing, or like needing to make sure that you don't give up on something that's like working right now. So especially for those of you that have been working on something that you've already been working on before, if you have like rebirthed something in your life, I feel this is saying like stick with it. You're very close. So just keep moving forward here because you're going to see success. I wouldn't worry too much about the tower. It looks to me like some of you could be moving or you're just making big changes in your life. I mean, we have the chariot, the world here. The tower is also coming up in your first position, this first row here. And that first row kind of represents the past position in this spread that I use. So, some of you could just be letting go of a tower moment, or you did have a tower moment. The tower is also you, Scorpio. So really, it's a good thing that you're showing up as yourself in this reading. Whenever you show up as yourself, it puts you in a position of power and strength, and it allows you to get what you want from the reading. So let's see. I feel like something is going to knock your socks off here, Scorpio, honestly. I think that this tower is a surprise. Not like a big surprise, but I think that, it could be, but I think that something or someone is surprising you here, and I do feel it's going to be a pleasant surprise. There's no doubt about it. It's going to change your life in some way. I mean, you have the chariot and the world. The tower can just be a shakeup, but this could be a good shakeup. This could be something that you want to have shaken up, like your love life or your business life or your work life. Like maybe you want those things to change. So again, like I said, the tower is not always a bad thing, and I don't even feel it's like bad in this reading. You have the hangman. The hangman is about gaining a new perspective. I kind of get like quantum leap energy here where you could be gaining a new perspective that really leaps you forward. So if you're, for example, if you're learning something new in your life this week, then that new thing that you're learning could lead to a big leap forward in your success. It almost gives me the vibes of like, learning from a mentor. It's like you can learn from a person all day long, right? And I used to work in the marketing industry, and I used to like go through all these courses that guys would create and stuff like that. And it's like I would always feel like there's like something missing. There's like something like a little extra secret sauce or something like that that they weren't revealing, right? And I pretty much 100% of the time I was right? So it's like sometimes I think we don't get all the information, but it's like then when we discover the information, it kind of creates this big leap. There's like something extra. It kind of reminds me of like the difference between knowledge and wisdom. It's like you can know something all you want, but until you put something into practice, that's where the wisdom comes in. And the wisdom is usually what kind of like what creates those quantum leaps in life when we learn from a person who's actually done it. When we learn something from a person who has actually been through an experience and maybe has just like that, that secret sauce, that little bit extra. And that's kind of like the feeling I get here. So if you have any opportunities to learn in any area of your life, I would take advantage of those opportunities. It looks like to me that there could be a surprise, like a new perspective that really kind of leads to a big change. You have the Queen of Wands. I feel like you're very attractive at this time. I definitely feel it's like a good, if you want love, just walk outside, is what I would say to you here, Scorpio. I feel like people are attracted to you, even if you don't think they are. Queen of Wands is a card of like seduction. And right up here, you go up to the world. The world would say that you have to put yourself out into the world. So obviously, if you want someone to be attracted to you, they have to see you with their eyeballs so that they know you exist. And I would say here that if you put yourself out there, I think, it could be good. With the hangman, you have the Five of Cups. Five of Cups is focusing on what's not working. He has these 3 cups here, and it kind of represents the fact that he's grieving the loss of something that he no longer enjoys. But if he turned around, he would see these 2 cups, and he would also get this bridge and this castle over here. So I feel for a lot of you that this is kind of like saying, don't focus on what's not working. Focus on things that are working at this time. With the tower, you have the Tower. So, basically the universe saying I meant what I said, or the universe saying, that there could be like a sudden revelation or a sudden insight. I would prefer to see like the Judgment card show up in this reading. If that happened, then that would definitely tell me that you are having like a big wake-up call or a sudden revelation. With the Queen of Wands, you have the Three of Cups. Yeah, if you want love, I would get out of the house. Three of Cups is a card of celebration, happiness, spending time with people that you care about. It's a card of your community and a card of socializing. So I would do whatever you can to get out into the world. I would say this whole entire month, into June. The whole entire month of June. I would say the whole summer. I would make sure that you're enjoying yourself. That you're celebrating. I would be celebrating your achievements as well. I always tell people, like, one of the biggest changes I made in my life was just, slowing down. I used to be the type of person, I'd have an achievement or I'd accomplish something and I just on to the next one. I just blast right past it, right? But when you do that, you're not like being grateful for what you accomplished. And so I started like trying to extend my celebrations. Like when I have an achievement, I really, take the time to pat myself on the back. And it sounds ridiculous, but I don't know, it's worked for me. So I would definitely say, like, don't rush right past things. I think we miss the enjoyment. We don't sit in that energy of just enjoying your win for just a couple of extra seconds, right? But when you do that and you stay in that energy, you're in the energy of winning. And the longer you're in that energy, the more of that you will attract. You have this unfolding beauty card. It says, everything is unfolding as it should. Surrender and live in the unexpected. There you go. You have this Cancer card. It says, nurture all you love. Take time for your well-being. I would say take time, period. And nurture the things that you love. Definitely. I think we're in a time where we have to nurture the things we care about and the things we love into existence. I've talked about this before, but, we still have a good amount of energy in Taurus and even Uranus in Taurus. So all that energy is all about kind of like nurturing the things that you care about or really doubling down on the things you care about. And that's what I would do with this energy for sure. You have the Chariot, the World, and the Eight of Swords. The Chariot is a victory or a big win. So I do feel there are big wins coming in for you. I do feel like some of you could be moving as well. Again, you have the World here. So if you're wanting to move or travel or make changes, you could be doing that. This is also Cancer. So some of you could be attracting a Cancer into your life. You have Cancer twice, actually 3 times right here as well. So if you want love, could be Cancer, could be any sign, general reading. But if it's not a Cancer, I feel you're attracting a person who is kind of on their own path. The way I think of the Chariot is he's kind of like a rebel. He's leaving that city behind him behind. He's like setting himself apart. So I would say if you're like wondering who is this person, I think that it's probably a person who is like very unique, or maybe they live their life in their own little way, whatever that means, or they're also working right now to set themselves apart. So that could be a clue. You have the World. The World is like a big accomplishment or an achievement, so you could be accomplishing a lot. Especially, again, for those of you that are working on things that you've worked on in the past, if you're rebirthing something, this is literally a birth card. Right here, she is like rebirthing into a new world. In the major arcana, we go from the Fool to the World, and then we start all over again as the Fool. So it's like you are completing cycles, or you're wrapping things up and you're having accomplishments and then kind of being reborn. And I do get this like rebirth. The World doesn't really represent a rebirth, but that's kind of the energy I get here, is that there's some sort of rebirth. You have the Eight of Swords. We have 2 cards of very strong fixed energy right here, the World and the Eight of Swords. And so what I would say is I think all you fixed signs need to stay flexible. And, if things don't go according to plan, just keep going. It basically says that things don't always work how we want them to, so you just have to keep pushing forward. With the Chariot, you have the Knight of Cups. Knight of Cups could be a knight in shining armor coming in for you. So for those of you that want love, this looks amazing. Definitely could be a very solid person that you're meeting like this month. I feel like it could be May or June, literally that quickly. So, I don't always feel that. I think that we can meet love today. I always say, if I went to the store right now and asked every single person out, one person would say yes, guarantee it, right? So it's like we can have love right this second, but maybe it's not what you want, but still, you could have what you want. You could have love, right? So, but I do feel this is like someone who's coming in like soon. So love it. And with the World, you have the Five of Wands. Five of Wands is conflict and competition. This is like a good card, though. I really love the Five of Wands. I mean, yes, it's conflict and competition, but they're using sticks to fight. They're not using swords. And the card itself really kind of represents learning from competition or learning from the conflicts that you've been through. And it can also represent educating yourself. So a lot of you, I feel, could be learning. And again, there could be like a big aha moment here that we talked about at the beginning of the reading. There could be like a sudden insight or like a new understanding. Like I said, you're discovering that secret sauce that leads to like a quantum leap in this reading. It's pretty good stuff. With the Eight of Swords, you have the Knight of Wands. Yes, you to discover new things, to discover new ideas, you have to be spontaneous. I think that, you fixed signs, definitely, I would be as spontaneous as possible right now. If you get invited out randomly, go. If you feel like you want to go travel, I would do it. It's like, I think the Knight of Wands, he kind of goes where the wind blows him, and he does, his plans change. And I feel like that's what this is saying. It's like saying it's okay if things change or if things don't go according to plan. Just keep moving forward, because you're getting somewhere. In the area of what's coming towards you, you have this great big love card. There you go. You have the Seeing Beyond card. You could be attracting like a very intuitive person as well, I feel. So this could be like a little bit of an intuitive connection where it's like maybe you kind of read each other's minds. Maybe that's something you notice, or maybe you both kind of like text each other at the same time, or something like that. Like, I feel like there could be interesting little moments between the two of you. So if you want love, there's great big love here. You do have the Queen of Cups. In the Queen of Cups, she really just values her heart. She values what her heart is telling her to do in her life. And so I do feel for a lot of you as well that if this is not love, this could just be you kind of listening to your heart. And even if you do want love, I would still, listen to your heart at this time. I think it's guiding you towards bigger and better things. You have the Two of Pentacles, Four Wands, and the Ten of Swords. The Two of Pentacles is kind of like work hard, play hard. I've said it before, I'll probably say it again, but I think water signs are going to be very, very busy this summer. So I would say if you are being busy, make sure that you're taking time for yourself. Make sure that you're doing things that you want to be doing in your life. Make sure you're, having more fun in your life, and, all that other good stuff. I would make sure you're embracing, fun, celebrating, all that good stuff, right? With the Two of Pentacles. I think I said Two of Wands, but Two of Pentacles. Two of Pentacles would also say make sure you're investing your time into things that invest back in you. There's this figure 8 here, and it's the infinity symbol. It's like energy out, energy back. You could be noticing exchanges of energy, and I would really there was something else here. I think maybe the Five of Wands. It's almost like saying that you have learned certain situations that don't give back to you, and there are situations that do. So I'd make sure to again double down on the good stuff. You have the Four of Wands here. Yeah, if you're meeting a person, I think that you probably will want at least a commitment with this person, and vice versa. I think the two of you, again, if it's as good as I think it is here, I think this is two people who will really want to commit to each other rather quickly. So there could be a very strong or fast commitment coming in here, and it looks really good. So again, if you want love, looks good. You have the Ten of Swords. I do feel like there are things you have to let go of from the past, like old stories, things that didn't work out for you in the past, and all that other stuff. The Ten of Swords says something or things in your life, there are things that are like dead, done, over with, and now it's time to create a transformation or move past those things that have no longer worked out for you in your life. And I feel this is about kind of like letting certain things go, and we do see some energy, again, I'm not picking on you here, Scorpio, but we do see this fixed energy. So there might be certain experiences or people that you're having a hard time letting go of. And I would just, I would encourage you to just let things, whatever you need to let go of, let it go, right? And it will be a blessing. Ten of Swords is a blessing in disguise. With the Two of Pentacles, you have the Four of Wands, marriage. So I feel like you're meeting an amazing new person here for sure, especially for those of you that want love. If you don't want love, I still feel like you could still be meeting a person. And as I always say, you don't have to accept this person into your life, but again, if you could be meeting a person, could be a real celebration. This could also just be friends as well. So, like I said, take it how it resonates. You could just be, meeting a new friend while you're out and about, or you could meet a person that could become, an important figure in your life. And I say this as well because of this, the Hangman. Like I said, it's almost like this is a person that's sharing wisdom with you. So I would be open to, any opportunity this week for a person to share their wisdom with you. It could, it's going to lead to a quantum leap. With the Four of Wands, you have the Page of Wands. We have that twice here going this way. Page of Wands is about moving forward fearlessly, boldly, being excited and enthusiastic for new beginnings. So if you are, working towards anything new, if you are working on something new, I would just keep it moving forward. Like I said, I think that the Page of Wands, he's very enthusiastic for his journey or his path, and He kind of like moves towards his enthusiasm, or you could even say he moves towards his heart. He moves towards desire. So he desires to do something, whatever it is, and he does it. With the Ten of Swords, you have the Five of Swords. Yeah, like I said, I feel it. There's definitely Tower, there's definitely something that you are releasing. It could be a past Tower moment. For some of you, I do feel this is like a deep healing. I don't know. I have a random story popping into my head that, some of you could have lost a person and, as in they passed away. I think it's against tarot ethics to predict death. So I am not predicting a death here. Maybe someone did pass away or something and you're kind of like healing from it, or you're healing the situation in general. And I don't know. That's how it's popping into my head. So that might resonate with some of you. Next, in the area of the good stuff, we have this minstrel card. It says, let your intentions be known. You have this hourglass. It says, time is of the essence. If you want love and you're interested in a person, I would definitely speak up here, Scorpio. I think that, you could be attracting a person who isn't going to be single for too long. So I would definitely make your move. And of course, I would never tell anyone to rush into a connection. But, I'm just saying, looks to me like there could be a person that you should let your intentions or let them know that you're interested. I feel like that will kind of move things forward. I also feel that you should be telling the universe what you want. Again, I think you should be telling the universe what your intentions are and speaking positively about it so that you can attract things faster. You have the Queen of Cups, Seven of Pentacles, and the Page of Wands. The Queen of Cups has that big trophy. It looks like a cup, or it really looks like a trophy to me, but it's supposed to be a cup. So it kind of suggests that she really values her heart and she follows what her heart is telling her to do. So I think it would be a great time for you to kind of like listen to your heart or listen to your inner voice or whatever you want to call it. Also, very intuitive time. You have that Seeing Beyond card. You have this card. So I would be trusting your intuition or whatever your intuition is guiding you towards at this time. I would be kind of like tapping in more. It might be a good month. I would say the whole entire month. I know this is a weekly reading, but all the way through June, it could be a great time for you to be, to tap into your intuition, listen to your intuition more. All that would be a good idea. You have the Seven of Pentacles. Seven of Pentacles is a change in direction. Seven of Pentacles says, is the juice worth the squeeze? He's looking at those pentacles and he's saying, is everything I've worked on, is it worth it? Is it leading to a result or, not? And so I feel a lot of you would be an amazing time for you to kind of really examine the things that you work on and figure out like if things are worth it or not. I do feel you're kind of getting more juice for your squeeze at this time. And obviously that could be a good thing. You have the Page of Wands again. The Page of Wands says that you're on this new journey. You're changing your life. And I really do feel that for you here, Scorpio. I think that your life over the next few years is, going to be much, much different than however old you are. So big changes. It's like we always make changes, but, I think there are much more significant changes happening for you. Of course, you're going to have to take bigger risks or bigger leaps to make these changes. It's not going to just magically happen. If you keep doing the same thing that you've been doing all along, then nothing is going to change. So again, we have to be the ones to make the change. But, it looks to me like your enthusiasm, your heart is guiding you towards bigger changes. Let's see. With the Queen of Cups, you have the Page of Cups, yes. This is a very heart-based person. I mean, you could be attracting a very heart-based person. Like I said, very intuitive. The two of you could have like a very intuitive connection with each other as well. So, that looks really good to me. I feel like there could be, this is like a really solid offer. So I think there's a really solid love offer coming in for you. With the Seven of Pentacles, we talked about it, the Fool. So you go from the World to the Fool. It's like you're starting something new, or, you're taking a new leap of faith in new directions. So I feel like a lot of you could be, starting something new in your life or just starting a new journey. And the Fool would be a great start. So love it. With the Page of Wands, you have the Queen of Pentacles. Queen of Pentacles is about being resourceful. By the way, if you are attracting like love into your life, I do feel that maybe you have to be resourceful with this person. You have the World, the Chariot. This could be like a long distance connection. So it's like maybe you're going to have to be resourceful to be with this person, or maybe you're going to have to like move or something like that. Definitely popping into my head. For others, I feel it's just a time of being resourceful. You have this Submission card. This card is like the Eight of Swords. You can see here there's this bird, and the cage door is open, but the bird is still in the cage. So I feel for a lot of you, it's like time for you to set yourself free. It's time for you to, kind of go and get the things that you want. And that's really where I feel this reading is going. That's how you will have the quantum leap. You can't make this up. You have the Romance card. Definitely a very romantic connection for sure. Like I said, I feel like this person, you don't even have to talk to this person. I feel like, and vice versa as well. I think you two will probably, this is the type of person where it's like you read each other's minds. So, definitely could be a very solid connection if you're looking for love. You have this innovation card. We're in a time of innovation. Pluto and Aquarius. Yeah, Pluto's retrograding, and it will be in Capricorn at some point before moving into Aquarius officially in November. But I would just say any new, unique ideas that you have, I would try them. You have this isolation card. I feel like either you or the person you're attracting is kind of like isolating themselves. So you could be pulling a person out of isolation. You could be, or they are pulling you out of isolation. Take it how it resonates. But I really feel that some of you could be attracting a person who's maybe been hurt. Maybe they're just focusing on work or something like that. And now you are kind of like removing this person from their stuck energy. You have this endurance card. Weirdly enough, this card is Sun and Scorpio, by the way, even though it has a lion on it. So whatever. But this is your card, Scorpio, in this deck. And I feel for a lot of you, just saying you're coming up in a strong position. I also feel like you have the staying power. You are Scorpio. You have staying power. You have the never give up attitude. So I feel for a lot of you that your like hard work or your persistence, you start with that persistence card that literally says your persistence will pay off. So don't give up now is what it says. And I definitely feel it would be a great time to not give up on anything that you're working on. But this is one heck of a reading. I love it. So thank you for being here and definitely enjoy your week.